check, 1, 2. All right, we're good. All right. We can go ahead and stand, Chief Coy. Actually, Chief Patty, will you lead us in your last meeting for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. And we'll have Pastor Rod Newman. Very special that he is Chief Patty's personal pastor. So thank you so much for coming and some vacation.
I think you all need to pray for me, since I'm his pastor.
He's going to be hanging out more.
Let's pray. We gather this evening, O God, in this festive season, celebrating the many blessings we enjoy, for life and health, for the freedom to look to the future with hope, for a spirit of community and care for those willing to give of their time, talents, and even their lives, for the ideals that make us strong. As this year draws to a close, we are also mindful of the many accomplishments that have brought us to this good place. We're especially grateful tonight for the life and service of Roger Patty. We give thanks for your sustaining hand upon him throughout his career, its joys and sorrows, celebrations and times of mourning, and for the many people whose lives have been enriched because of his presence among us. We pray for our city and its leaders, that they may be blessed with insight, guidance, and vision. We commit this day and all that we do to your care. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Be seated.
I didn't miss it.
All right, our next item will be a presentation by a representative from BICE's office for Chief Patty. Both of you will come on up. I know, we did, on purpose.
It was a surprise. We wanted to keep you on your toes. But yes, like Mayor Goodwin said, I have two things: a certificate of special congressional recognition from our office, and Congresswoman Bice couldn't be here tonight, but when she found out your years of service and just everything that you've meant to the Warr Acres community, she wrote you a little note. So if you don't mind, I'd love to share that with you and everyone else. She said, "Dear Chief Patty, I write to express my congratulations on your retirement and to thank you for your many years of service to the city of Warr Acres and the state of Oklahoma. Your accomplishments are commendable, and I have no doubt that you will continue to serve our state in all your endeavors. The self-discipline and loyalty you have devoted to your community is inspiring, and I feel honored to serve constituents like you who work hard to make Oklahoma a great state. Thank you for your commitment to the citizens of Warr Acres, and congratulations again on your well-deserved retirement." All right. And there you go.
Thank you so very much for doing that for us, for such an awesome dude. We really appreciate that. All right, item 3. Consent docket individual items may be deleted from the consent docket for discussion under action number 4. I know I would like to remove item P to do it separately.
Make a motion to approve the consent docket, items A through O.
Take a motion.
Use a pen.
I second it.
A pen. Your pen.
There, your pen.
Pen,
Your
P-E-N.
pen. A pen.
There you
Thank you. I'm like, what? I'm so sorry. Schmidt,
Yay.
Morris. Yay.
Steele. Yay. Tribby,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
Item P is the approval of the surplus of Chief Patty's badge and Glock 30 to be presented to him at retirement. So I wanted that to be a separate. I would love to make a motion that we do this. Looking for a
second.
second. Prince, thank you.
Let's put Roger's initials instead of your initials. Godwin,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Motion approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Patty. All right, receive reports from staff. We'll start with Mike.
Nothing really to add, but appreciate all the employees, Public Works Yard, City Hall, all the vendors and consultants that takes everybody to keep all the moving parts moving, so Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. I was out here about 6 a.m. this morning, and there were guys driving around from our Public Works picking up trash off the street and the side part. We got awesome people, just amazing. So thank you for that leadership, Mike. And we'll go with Coy.
Just a couple highlights from the monthly report. I was excited to do a couple business inspections, one new restaurant, a new counseling office, and the Take 5 on Expressway. It's good to see some businesses moving into Warr Acres. Also, the Oklahoma School Security Institute recommends that all schools incorporate their responding fire department in fire drills. So St. Charles Borromeo reached out to us, and we got to do an assessment, which we've done for 2 federal entities and a couple other businesses. And that was good to just kind of give them feedback on where students go, and then we get to see where students go. So it's a win-win when schools let us do that. Lastly, in just the last couple days, Redshift responded to 2 cardiac arrests back to back. Usually we have 1 or 2 per month, but they went on 2 right in a row. And because of their fast response, and they used the AED to shock the 2 patients, both patients had a return of spontaneous circulation at the time of transfer to the hospital. So they brought the pulse back, and the patient's heart was beating by itself. So congratulations to Redshift, they did a great job.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Awesome.
I think that was during the Dallas Cowboys game. I think that's when it happened. No, they were down the street from my house. So, and it was during the Cowboys. I was worried about Scott. So.
It was a rough game.
Ugly.
City engineer.
Yeah, other than the summary on, in your agenda item, I know there were several projects that the sanitary sewer evaluation study, as well as a master plan, wastewater master plan. Appreciate the summaries that our staff have given for that. One thing on other actions for the engineer study is the engineer selection process. I know the mayor and I worked on getting ODOT information about that, so the sidewalk along MacArthur should be moving along to where we start the process for engineer selection for that design. So, and then other than that, I think Mark's got something. So,
Craig. We did pass this out. The mayor had asked us. We appreciate very much on the consent docket you approved SRB's contract to continue as your city engineer and city planner. This has been an 11-year relationship, and we're very appreciative of being able to work for you again and carry on with our duties. We did want, since there's so many new council members, the mayor asked us to do a very brief, this will take less than 5 minutes. But generally speaking, SRB is an engineering, surveying, and planning firm. We've been around since 1981, and we've been serving primarily municipalities throughout the metropolitan area of Oklahoma City and across the state of Oklahoma. We did begin a lot of our work in the surveying and mapping area, and then moved into the planning area, and then as well as the engineering side. And that's what we've been functioning here for your city engineer first, and then your city planner. This is your team, and primarily the 3 of us are the ones involved. I'm the principal and city engineering for the city of Warr Acres from the engineering design standpoint. Craig has served as our city engineering representative for 11 years and represents the day-to-day operations as far as being able to communicate with Public Works and anything that pops up on a daily basis. A little over a year and a half ago, we brought Dakota Desai on as an urban planner out of the University of Oklahoma, and with her urban planning degree, and she's been working on the planning commission.
We had to spend 30 minutes trying to get it up here.
For the planning commission for a little over a year now. We also have Amanda Way, who is our wastewater engineering project manager. She'll be speaking to you and giving you an update on the wastewater program frequently. And then we have Taylor Dennison, who's our surveying and mapping, who's also implementing your GIS. We'll skip over these. You've got handouts on this. But we did want to hit a few highlights that basically What we do is we review planning commission agenda items, make recommendations to the planning commission and the council. We work for items that come up on traffic commission, as well as economic development and tax increment finance. We've been instrumental in working on those, as well as the general engineering and support, public outreach as you needed for right-of-way and assistance, coordination with utilities, a GIS and developing that through the wastewater program, reviewing planned unit developments and other investigations, and helping you with your CIP and your program management. I'll let Craig talk about the long-standing TAP sidewalk work. There's several projects.
Yeah, as Mark indicated, we came on board about 2012, so we've been here 13 years. We've been very successful looking at the infrastructure and the needs that we have. Warr is very fortunate to be kind of in a crossroads of Oklahoma City. When I say that, it's because the principal arterial that ties Oklahoma City and Bethany to the south, Oklahoma City to the north along MacArthur Boulevard around 20,000 ADT. Highway 66 runs through us, Northwest 63rd runs through us, 50th Street. So we've been really successful in sustaining federal funding on projects, a little over $15 million over that period of time for widening of roads, sidewalks, which are mentioned in this slide along 50th Street. More recently, the TAP 2 sidewalks in 5 different areas have been completed, and we'll talk a little bit more about that tonight. The 50th Street intersection, from some earmarked funds, we were able to expand that to its current design and configuration, which has been now the Warr stamp for intersections with pavers and crosswalks and the WA emblems, as well as the different waymaking signs that we're in the process of helping update. So we've done a considerable amount of upgrading for infrastructure throughout the city, and we feel really fortunate because of the position that Warr is that we're working as your city engineer and for you in securing funds and being able to do these infrastructure improvements.
And then we were instrumental in the planning side. We helped develop the 2019 GEO bond. It was the first general obligation bond issue. And so that was $12 million worth of both paving and building facility improvements. We had a new city hall that was able to be built with surplus CIP funds. And then you'll hear more about the water wastewater master plan. We've been talking about that for several months now. And in general, Dakota, why don't you talk a little bit about the general planning services and what we're going to be looking forward to in the future?
Right, so when it comes to planning services, we handle pretty much any item that comes across the planning commission agenda, whether it's a rezoning, a PUD, an SPUD, special use permit, which you guys see a lot of those. So we handle all of those and give a staff recommendation. And then I work alongside Craig to handle all of those grant applications to ACOG, to different entities around the state and federally. And then additionally, I work alongside Mark to do any plan reviews or items like that.
And in general, we thank you for the opportunity to serve you again this year. And as Craig was mentioning, if you add up the $15 million in transportation that have been federal funds, the $12 million bond issue, and then the most recent $10 million for the sanitary sewer, that's well over $38 million that Warr Acres has been able to invest in infrastructure over the past 13 years. So we thank you.
Thank you guys very much. I know you guys already approved their contract, but I just, there's so many new people, I wanted y'all to really know what they've really done for us over the years. So thank you. City Clerk?
Nothing.
City Attorney?
The only thing I would add, normally don't bring these up, but since you had a discussion in executive session several months ago about a pending lawsuit, I want to let you all know that OMAG got that lawsuit resolved and nothing for the city to do.
Good. Hey.
Sweet. Thank you. All right. Chief?
You want me to speak? Oh,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? Flock's still hitting us on good stuff.
Awesome.
Still getting stolen cars right and left and other fun stuff. No, I don't have much to add other than I'd just like to express my sincerest thanks and appreciation to Mayor Godwin and the council members here and to former mayors and council members for 23 years, for the most part, of good support of of my department and the men and women that suit up every day to keep our citizens safe. And we've been very blessed to have quite an abundance of really good quality police officers for me to lead. And it's just been the honor of a lifetime to serve this city and these citizens. And I thank God every day for every opportunity and every moment I've had to be here. Thanks to everybody, and I know the city will continue to do well into the future. Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Chief. All right. Item number 6, final public hearing, discussion of possible action on the resolution requesting Oklahoma City to cut off water services for several Warr Acres properties for non-payment of sewer fees. Thompson.
I'd like to move this to the end of the meeting.
Great idea.
She said no. Y'all have any questions?
Do you have any questions? We've only got 2 this time. Everybody else has come in and paid. So one's been on there before, but they're back on there.
Seems like the numbers are doing.
I'm hoping word gets around and people start paying and knowing we're not messing around.
Yep.
So,
Take a motion
To open a public hearing?
to open a public hearing.
I'll motion to open a public hearing.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second. All right.
Steele? Yay. Myers?
Yes.
Morris?
yay.
Douglas?
Yay.
Prince?
Yay.
Schmidt?
Yay.
Truby? Mayor?
Yay.
Motion approved.
Do we have anybody from the public that would like to speak on this? I'll take a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
I guess I made the motion.
Yeah, Roger motioned.
I
it.
motioned. I did.
Mayor?
Yay.
Truby?
Yay.
Schmidt?
Yay.
Myers?
Yay.
Douglas?
Yay.
Morris?
Yay.
Steele?
Yay.
Prince?
Yay.
Motion approved.
All right, thank you. Go home.
Do we have
We'll
to
see you early in
vote?
the morning.
Need to approve the
Yes.
resolution.
I don't
All
have to
right.
vote?
Make a motion.
Need a motion to approve the resolution?
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 6 on the agenda to cut off water for those properties for non-payment of their sewer fees.
Second.
Myers?
Yay.
Morris?
Yay.
Was it not you?
Oh, Douglas.
I saw you kind of lean back. I thought it was you. Douglas?
Yay.
Now Morris?
Yay.
Prince?
Yay.
Steele?
Yay.
Truby?
Yay.
Schmidt?
Yay.
Mayor?
Yay.
Motion approved.
I was gonna say no because she was too confident walking out. Item number 7, presentation of Phase 2 MS4 Annual Report by half.
Hello, I'm Leslie Lewis, and I'm a project manager at Half and Associates. And similar to Smith Roberts, we wanted to present what services we provided to you and kind of explain the program a little bit. It's a government program, so lots of initials and acronyms, and so I'm going to try to walk you through this little 5-minute presentation. We are we're a full-service comprehensive engineering firm located here in Oklahoma City. We were contracted with Warr Acres to compose and submit your MS4 Phase 2 Program Annual Report Update. And it's been our pleasure to work with Mike and Roger and Mark throughout this process. I am the project manager. I come to you with 33 years of experience in state capital improvement projects, and I was the state bridge hydraulic engineer for ODOT. And Jessica Canales is our graduate engineer with her BS in environmental engineering, and she did all the heavy lifting on this. But we also had Monica High with us as a graduate engineer in environmental. She formerly worked at DEQ reviewing these. So we had that in our back pocket that was very helpful. So what is an MS4? You are an MS4 community. It means Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System. 4 S's, get it? separate storm sewer system. And so each regulated MS4 is required to develop a stormwater management program, which you guys currently have. And that program is to reduce contamination of stormwater runoff and prohibit illicit discharges into the storm sewer system. So the annual report is just an update to your current stormwater management program that shows your annual activities and your best management practices. A regulated Phase 2 MS4 is a community that is entirely engulfed in an urbanized area, which Warr Acres is. There's 2 Phase 1 municipalities in the state, Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Phase 2 are the smaller communities that are impacting these larger systems. There's 51 of those communities currently in the state of Oklahoma. These discharges are all regulated by EPA and the Department of Environmental Quality. So your Warr Acres Phase 2 annual report was composed by us, and then we reviewed it with Mike and Roger, and it was a super fun day, and Mark. And then it's been submitted to DEQ, and it's currently under review. And the annual report that we did was for fiscal year 2022's activities. And it has 4 sections to it. It's got required documents, Phase 2 annual report requirements, all your stormwater management program activities, and some maps. But before you, I gave you a list of the elements that are called minimal control measures, MCMs, and they're used to prevent and reduce the discharge pollutants of waters to the United States. These 6 minimal control measures are used throughout the United States, but for each one of these, there's between 4 to 15 activities that your Public Works Director, Mike Turman, implements and oversees on a daily basis. It's a big program, and there's a lot to it, so there's a lot to report on.
Good.
After you get to a review from your annual report, there's some next steps that Warr Acres will be coming up on. Because we just submitted it, Warr Acres has been chosen to be screened, and that will occur in January of next year. I'll go in through each of these a little bit. Then you'll have your annual report update with your fiscal year 2023 activities. That'll be due in April of 2024. And you also need to update your stormwater management program to comply with the general permit OKR04. That was due in June of 2023. So the screening is kind of a random audit per se. Warr Acres was chosen this year. They've completed Edmond, Bethany, Broken Arrow, Edmond, some other communities, but they got 51 communities. So they do a screening, and what it really entails is like a 2-hour virtual interview, and then an on-site visit to your municipal facilities. And after that, they'll go into in-depth over our annual report that we reported, and visit with Mike and anybody he so chooses. And then they will provide findings and recommendations. And then DEQ can help and assist to improve your stormwater program. After that, with the findings and recommendations from this screening in February, the next process would be to proceed to your 2023 annual report update. You would take those findings and recommendations and implement them in your next report. DEQ can help to help you with those findings and how to implement those in the next year. And then it'll be time for Warr Acres to update the stormwater management program to comply with the 2021 general permit. Once you do that, that permit is valid until May 31st of 2026. So your stormwater management program will be valid for the next 3 years. However, every year you will have an annual update to go over your fiscal year activities. And then throughout that next 3 years, there could be another screening evaluation where they come out and do a kind of in-depth interview and do their recommendations and findings again. And with that, I know it's a lot of information, but we're here to answer any questions that you might have. And we'd love the opportunity to continue serving Warr Acres, the community, and the stormwater management program.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Anything? No? Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, item number 8, discussion and possible action on authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with attorneys at law for collection services involving outstanding municipal fines. Chief Addy.
This would be, if y'all remember, we had a gentleman do a presentation on collecting our outstanding warrants and stuff during my staff report because we did have the contract on there. Well, this is the contract we need approved, and they will start working for you all on January 1st.
Okay.
Make a motion for the mayor to enter in the agreement with Purdue Collection Services involving outstanding municipal courts and fines and fees.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Truby,
Yay.
Mayor,
Yay.
motion approved.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Make things a little bit easier with all these new changes coming. Item number 9, discussion and possible action to authorize the mayor to sign a change order number 3 for additional items required to complete the pedestrian improvements, ODOT TAP, multiple sidewalks locations in Warr Acres. Wallace.
So as we recognize the construction completion for the sidewalks in the 5 multiple areas throughout the city, completed about 2 months ago. The construction management team, EST, which was hired by the Department of Transportation, goes through an auditing process to make sure that all the tickets are received from the contractor, and they check that based off the quantities of installation for construction of the sidewalk. And there were some items that had exceeded some of the quantities that they didn't have the tickets for when construction was complete that were submitted by the contractor. And so through the auditing process, that's where we come up with this change order number 3. This was sent to us and the mayor about a month and a half ago, I guess a month ago, prior to getting on the agenda for last month. It basically is a signature, and I hate to say this, not requirement, but we want to make sure that the city understands what that is. When this application was filed back in 2018 funding cycle, there was actually an additional, it was $706,000 funding that included engineering, design, and construction management. With this change order, it's going to put us real close to the federal funding amount and our 24%. We overmatched this sidewalk. Normally it's an 80-20 match. City of Warr Acres overmatched this at about 24.5% in order to get additional points for scoring to get the federal funding. And so tonight we're just asking that the mayor have authority to sign for these change orders. And I would say they have a final quantity change order. They call it the FQCO. I hate to say that real quick, but this isn't the final quantity change order, but I've been assured by that construction management team and the contractor that it is, there shouldn't be any other even major or minor changes in the quantity. So this should be real close to final amount.
And would you remind us what the change orders were for specifically?
And I don't know if it's not included in there. There's overrunning items in slab siding for disturbed areas as construction of the sidewalk required to put it back as it was previously. There's also an overrun on traffic-bound surface course. And what that is for temporary driveways as they construct across the driveways on 58th Street, on 40th Street, along 63rd Street. They had to use temporary aggregate for the ingress and egress for those sites while they were, before the construction was completed. And so there was an overrun on the aggregate base. And then also the meter boxes that had to be adjusted in the sidewalks as they were being constructed, there was an overrun on quantity for those. So those were the three items that created this overrun.
What fund will these come out of?
I'm sorry?
What fund will these come out of?
Okay, well, and I probably didn't explain that well enough. We were overfunded based off the application. Our bid came in about $18,000 under the engineer's estimate. The engineer's estimate was actually under what the funding was amount. We feel like this will be still a 75-25 basis, but I believe that the sidewalk fund, we've already paid our local amount, but I think there's still some money in that sidewalk. I don't know, Pam, you can speak better to that.
CIP.
CIP sidewalk projects,
Okay, but we have a budgeted amount for this, but they're going over, or,
not this specific amount, but it's just for sidewalks
okay.
for any, because we know there's other sidewalk projects that are coming along. So you did budget for those.
Okay, so we're okay with this?
So there's no adjustment
Okay.
needed, right?
No amendment to the budget.
Right. It's all inside there, yeah.
Good.
Okay, go for a motion?
I move we approve the change order number 3 to take care of all these sidewalks. As stated in item number 9. How's that?
That's great. You did good.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Morris,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
All right. Item number 10, discussion of possible action on adopting the ordinance repealing Chapter 5.55 of Warr Acres Municipal Code, adopting new chapter of that for all mobile service vehicles, food trucks.
So, several months ago, Mayor and I met, and one of the things that he had wanted me to take a look at was our food truck ordinance. The food truck ordinance was adopted, and I tried to outline this in the memo, but when it was adopted several years ago, not betraying any confidences here because it was all said at the council meeting, the mayor at the time put it together. I didn't put it together, but it was in response to one food truck that was broken down. I think calling it a food truck would have been an exaggeration because trucks can move.
Food shell.
A food distribution out of what was probably formerly a truck. And there were all sorts of issues with that truck, but some might say that our current ordinance is so cumbersome that no food truck would want to come and operate here. In fact, it's so cumbersome that I don't think we actually even have anything in place where we could comply with our own ordinance because there's an extensive and intensive review process that involves a committee that I don't think's ever been set up to review it. So Mayor asked me to take a look at what other cities were doing to try and bring us in line with what the metro area is doing. Pulled the ordinances from the other cities. The most recent ordinance was from Bethany, and taking a look at it, talking with their city attorney, he tried to do what it appeared to me he was trying to do, which was to harmonize what Bethany was doing with what the other metro cities were doing. Took a look at it, brought it back to Roger. We went through it and tweaked it a little bit to Warr Acres. We took some of the, they have a specific department over at Bethany that reviews the applications that we don't have here. So in lieu of mentioning a specific department, it just references city staff will review it, which would then allow the mayor to designate internally who would review it and then change it internally if we need to make those changes. But otherwise, we're pretty much taking what Bethany took, which is a bringing together of all the other metro area cities. I think they adopted theirs in 2021. And trying to replace our cumbersome ordinance with a more streamlined ordinance that would bring us in line with what the other metro cities are doing.
I like this one better than the last one because we spent multiple meetings about this, about food trucks. It's a lot better.
If
We
you
spent
remem-
years.
And if you remember, it also broke our,
Too many.
it also broke our zoning code when it came to the snow cone stands.
Right.
And I remember the last,
Is this for them to be operating within the city, or is this for them to buy a residence and park their food truck in their driveway?
No, this would be operating within the city
and it's,
and for no more than 12 hours.
Not house the vehicle.
only on commercial property,
Right,
not in residences.
correct.
Yeah,
Still have to sell food where you sell food, which is commercial.
yeah.
Unless it's
I
a
was-
pandemic.
I was gonna ask,
Then they go
unless
in
what?
Unless it's a pandemic and then they were going into neighborhoods, but that
Oh.
is not happening.
Okay, I was gonna ask, about a month ago, there was a guy selling food out of a tent over on 50th. And so I'm wondering if that counts as a food truck?
This is why we have these long meetings, see?
No, it does not.
It would qualify under the ordinance as a mobile packaged food service if it's packaged food because it's either a stationary display or from a vehicle, but you can't be at any one location for more than 12 hours.
So he can sell food out of a truck if he gets a permit? I mean, out
He
of
would
a
have to get a
tent?
permit,
Out
and
of a
I'm gonna guess he would also, he's probably not compliant with a variety
Right.
of other requirements, including city, county health
Right,
department
well, that's what
requirements.
I was concerned about, so I
business.
stopped and asked him if he had a permit. He said, yes, he didn't. He said he did, but he didn't have it with him, so, anyway, it escalated.
Roger, have you ever heard anybody say that?
Oh, no, never.
Never.
Kind of like the drunk that's only had 2 beers but can't walk, you know, that's kind of like that line.
But like in theory, if he were to come in, get a permit and for 2 days at a commercial area.
With the permission of the
say
property
he-
owner.
Say he was gonna sell food for 2 days and then move, he legally could.
He could, he would have to have complied with city, county, all state requirements, Department of Health.
Right. He was selling
Frankly, our
brisket
part in
and
this is relatively small. Whether, think of it this way, our part in it is whether you can do it in general somewhere in the state or in the metro area is a requirement that we don't touch. There are other governmental entities that touch it. The only thing we deal with is when can you do what is otherwise illegal activity anywhere else in our city limits. And so this is only intended to address that, not what I'm gonna guess are a multitude of other health issues.
And when we see people like you're talking about, because we had one selling, I think it was tamales or burritos at 6th MacArthur back during the summer. And I sent my guys up there, and of course, he had no legal right to be there, and we sent him on the road, so.
Right, well, you sent,
if
you
y'all
sent
approve
guys
this-
after talking to me too.
Yeah,
to
if
this
y'all
guy.
approve this, my officer, his officer soon to be, can definitely check them out, and if they don't have the proper, and we won't take, it's at home. Well, it's not supposed to be at home.
Yeah.
And we can always call City Hall, and they can verify that they don't have it.
Right.
But, and then addressing your issue, that's a whole different issue about parking a commercial vehicle in a residential area, so. But,
And we've already got
Yes.
ordinances that regulate
yeah,
length and what they are.
just call Mike, he'll take care of it.
So all of these food trucks are supposed to be collecting sales tax and reporting it to us.
Correct.
Do we have a check and balance system in place to make sure that that's happening?
I looked, they don't show up.
Neighborhood there.
I don't know what we do after that, because I can't go after them if they're
Right.
not paying it.
We can just get the permit fee, whatever that is.
And then I contact the tax commission and I say, this one, we're in our town. Well, we have a big, long list. We'll get around to it when we can.
We may tax, but we don't collect. Cities and towns can't collect their own tax. They have to go through the tax commission.
And they have to provide us with the tax permit, so I have their account number so I can look them up. It's just,
Oh, so they
Just a
pay
cumbersome
the
process.
Tax commission.
Doesn't really
yeah, it's a big, long
give
list.
many results.
Under state law, and this has been an ongoing battle that pops up every so often, cities and towns have to use the tax commission, pay them a fee that's been reduced over time because cities and towns threatened to get the law changed to say that we could do our own collection. But if you ever have an issue, I don't think this entity is paying sales tax, you can call the mayor to tell them. You can't send Roger or Mike out there. We have to go through the state. So OTC is the enforcement arm.
But I do look to see if they're on there, and sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not.
And so the license would, I'm sorry, Mike.
No,
were
go
you gonna
ahead.
ask a question? So the license would run from January to December 31st. So if they signed up for one, and it's a calendar year period. So if they signed up for one in December, they're going to do it again in January, or is it a rolling year?
If they tried to come, if you adopt this tonight with the emergency clause and they tried to come in tomorrow, I would say bravo, but they'd have to pay for one full year and then another, and I suspect Pam would probably tell them,
Just
do you
wait
want to
till
come
the
back in a
year.
couple weeks?
I was just curious if it was a rolling year.
No, it's,
Prorate or anything like that.
Yep.
So it's a calendar year.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt this ordinance repealing Chapter 5.5 of the municipal code and adopting a new Chapter 5.5, all related to mobile food trucks.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
Item B, approval of the emergency clause.
I'll motion to approve the emergency clause.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Steele,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
All right, we'll go to item 11, discussion of possible action on appointing Stephen Michael Anderson as police chief for the city of Warr Acres. Upon the recommendation of the mayor, including possible action to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing the hiring, the employment of the police chief and authorized by 2.5 OS, discussions of the employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, demotion, principal, all the things. And we don't have to go into executive session. Most of you, I will tell you that Major Anderson was recommended by Chief Patty. He's been around. If you'd like to come up and share probably one or two things about you, that'd be great. And then we'll do a vote.
Make it a sermon, buddy.
He is chaplain, so.
That's true. Give me a moment and a plate and a microphone. We'll see what can happen. Mike Anderson, I've been with the city now and served with the city total between my reserve time and active duty police force has been a little over 20 years now. It's been my pleasure to serve the citizens of this community as well as this council and the mayors that I've worked under. If approved tonight, I will take it wholeheartedly and we'll see where the future takes us. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer it. At my age, I have a lot of history.
And with that, I will make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Douglas,
Yay.
Myers.
Yay.
Motion approved.
All right.
Woo!
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now we get to do the oath of office. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. I, Stephen Michael Anderson,
I, Stephen Michael Anderson,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey,
obey,
and defend the Constitution of the United States,
obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Oklahoma,
the Constitution of the State of Oklahoma,
the charter and ordinances of the City of Warr Acres,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Warr Acres,
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma,
and I will not
and I will not
knowingly
knowingly
receive,
receive,
directly or indirectly,
directly or indirectly,
any money or other valuable things
any money or other valuable things
for the performance or non-performance
for the performance or non-performance
of any act or duty
for any act or duty
pertaining to my office,
pertaining to my office,
other than compensation allowed by law.
other than the compensation allowed by law.
I further swear
I further swear
that I will faithfully discharge my duties
that I will faithfully discharge my duties
as police chief
as police chief
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we're going to have Chief Patty, upon his retirement, make you official chief.
Is there a pen over there?
I do not.
Well, I had mine. It's like,
Pam with the
you gotta
pens
sign
today.
it. You're not official till you sign
I
it.
think everything has to
Too
be.
many mics in
I don't know if
Roger.
that's true or not, but
Now you have no spare one.
Actually,
Lots of mics.
he's the one that needs to sign it, right? He signs it, not me.
Unless you want to be the
That's
chief
what I
of
thought.
police.
No,
Did
you're
you
not
just,
gonna be the police chief.
did you just pull one over on them and have them appoint you chief?
Dang it.
Part of your new duties.
I didn't know if there was another spot for, I had to double check.
Actually legally can't be the chief.
He just resigned there.
I'll take
More
it.
money to be chief of police.
Thank you. All right.
All right, well, Mike, the mayor's honored me again by allowing me the privilege to present you with your chief of police badge.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Congratulations. Another place in good hands, sir.
If I could be given just a moment, thank you for your trust. And we'll see where our future goes.
Thank you. Chief Anderson. Item 12, consideration and discussion on possible approval of Resolution 581 for the City of Warr Acres, Oklahoma, approving the incurrence of indebtedness by the Bethany Warr Acres Public Works Authority, issue the utility system revenue noted Series 2023. Mark, is this?
The reason this is back on here is because it needed 7 votes. There were only 6 of you at the meeting last week, so they asked me if we could please put it back on. I did not send it out again. You've already seen it, so, but it needs 7 yes votes. We were 1 short last time.
All right, I have the updated.
So this is from the special meeting. It just didn't say who, so I didn't know if that was Mark or you, so thank you. I follow directions well.
Well, Matt and I both been working with Jared to get it done.
Technically, it was
so-
Jared, but
All right, good deal. So with that, does anybody have any questions? We had the special meeting on this, but,
Yeah,
Can we
I
go over
wasn't
the whole
there.
thing again?
no,
We're gonna pray.
no, we're
I was
not.
letting Mark to come up and explain the whole thing again.
Bethany is having to approve this tonight. So I'm saying a big prayer that they get their 7 votes for that. And we're not the only city that agrees.
$5 million.
Motion to approve Resolution 581.
Yeah, this is for the
I'll
$5 million,
second.
yeah.
I'll second.
Did Mike make it?
He made the
I
motion.
thought he was making the motion, but then I heard them talking, so I wasn't sure. And you seconded, right?
Yes.
Okay. Schmidt,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Douglas, Kirby,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay?
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
Thank you. So, item number 13, questions and comments from the council. We will start with Prince.
I just want to thank all the city employees for all the hard work they've done over the past year. Appreciate all the street repairs that's been done around 43rd and 45th Street. Really appreciate that. And just wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Good deal. Myers.
Chief Coy mentioned it earlier. We have a new Take 5 on Northwest Expressway for all your oil change needs. It's now open. And I hope I'm not stealing your thunder, Mike, but the City Works got the drainage, is that complete?
They have a sewer line and they're working on the actual,
Drainage.
The-
on the outdoor.
Perfect, thank you. So I knew that was underway, and just wanted to wish Chief Patty a happy retirement.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Chief Anderson, and for everybody, have a very merry holiday.
Awesome. Thank you. Douglas?
I especially want to thank Chief Patty. They said it's one of the longest serving chiefs anywhere. And just amazing. And just wanted to mention, Linda and I went to the Dove Academy for the award ceremony for the Science Awards, and that was a lot of fun.
For the judging.
For the judging.
Yeah.
And then the other day, I went to the Dove Academy for the kindergarten and pre-K awards, and that was, of course, a lot of fun. So I just want to thank all the employees and for everything that everybody does. That's all.
Okay. Okay, right there. My bad. All right. Scott?
Congratulations again to Chief Patty. You know, police chief is not exactly an easy job, and to do it for as long as you have takes a lot of intestinal fortitude, I'm sure. So enjoy your retirement, hit a beach, get a tan, all that good stuff. And to Chief Anderson, best of luck to you. And obviously the changes that you all have done just in the last 6 to 7 months with the flock system's only going to enhance your success for what you're doing. And again, thank you to all of our employees, SIP City, and all the department employees. And I'm going to make a comment here that best of luck to the Oklahoma State Cowboys in their bowl game, as well as the Oklahoma Sooners in their bowl game. You know who I'm speaking to in the back. And Merry Christmas to everyone else.
Not you, though.
I am thankful for the city employees, especially the ones that had to do all that budget hacking. Whew. Thank you, Chief Patty, for all your hard work all these years. I've only known you about a year, and you've been a great, solid, but congenial leader, and I appreciate that. Great example. Looking forward to working with Chief Anderson. I always wondered why you were following him around. Anyway, everyone, Merry Christmas, and let's have a restful New Year. That's all.
Schmidt?
I'm not going to make her write it down every time. You know, she has to take all of our comments and put them all into minutes, so ditto about everything she said. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. I want to thank everybody for the presentations tonight. I thought that was awesome. Everybody got to see the screens. You know, I've had that problem in the past where we couldn't do it, so I like that we're doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody for the Christmas tree lighting. Are you going to say anything about it, or is it okay if I just...
It's all you, man.
Okay. There was a lot that went into this Christmas tree stuff. So I want to thank Christmas Express for the tree, and we're going to work on getting better lights for next year, because those are old lights. And that's the council's job to get those lights approved in a budget, to get new lights on those trees. So we got the ornaments this year. We need to work on the light, because, you know, the lights that Chief Patty puts up are actually better than the Christmas tree lights that we have. So that's something to look at. Also a menorah. We might do a menorah next year, might do other things, so keep that in your mind. And if you notice, I talked to Mike before the meeting, the ornaments on the lamp posts down the street, down MacArthur, only go from Northwest Highway to 50th because the other ones are either damaged or we don't have enough because we have new light poles. So we're going to have to probably budget to get, you know, I was looking forward to driving all the way to 39th to see those ornaments on the light poles, and they stop at 50th. So if we're going to do it, we got to do the whole city. We can't just do the half I live in. We have to do the whole part. Okay.
You didn't have anything to do with that.
So going back to the Christmas tree lighting, we also had Chief Patty did not have to be Santa this year. We had someone that was going to be Santa. Thought he was good. He walked around even after he was Santa Claus with all the children. Thank Victory Church and Putnam City United Methodist Church for letting us park in their parking lots. Thank the Public Works for tables, chairs, anything we needed done out there. They helped get everything set up. I want to thank not only Roger's kids who helped stuff the bags for the ornaments, but we also had a committee of Shelley White and Tracy Palmer. They volunteered to help do different things. Shelley actually did the programs, if you went to it, the programs with the songs and everything. She did that. Silver Strings from Putnam City came out and played. That was nice that they were out there. We had Provision Coffee with the hot chocolate, and we had Walmart donate all the cookies. And I think that was it. But I want to thank everybody for that. I thought it went well. Next year, we're probably going to do some other stuff, maybe a tent outside, because the Silver Strings couldn't fit in the chambers with Santa. So maybe if just Santa was in the chamber and the Putnam City Strings was outside under a tent, I think that'd be a lot better. And then we could just section off a section where nobody parks. Yeah. And that way we can have chairs out there, but then there's sections off just for police business. That way we wouldn't have the problem we ran into this last year. But all in all, for the first year at that building.
It was great.
Yeah.
And thank you. You worked very hard on that.
Well,
stuff up.
for the kids, you know, I thought that was good.
He did a lot of the setup himself. He won't say you that, but he did. I was there for a good bit watching him work, so I thought it was a really good event,
Yeah, I thought it was good.
really good, well attended.
And just want to thank everybody. I want to thank the staff. You know, for 3 weeks when Roger's out, I got to pretend to be the mayor for a while. And the staff, all the stuff they do, it's just amazing the work that they do. And he'll say it too. The city wouldn't run if we didn't have staff people that did all the work. It's amazing. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Steele?
Merry Christmas, everybody, and fellow councilmen and women, Mayor, Pam, and I just wanted to say I've officially been on the city council now for like 2 months, and I'm loving it. I'm excited that I'm running unopposed and to continue this seat for the next 2 years. I hosted my first town hall meeting last week in regards to starting the conversation about children experiencing what's called adverse childhood experiences and how local boxing nonprofits in our community can really help to be a resource. So we had that first town hall meeting last week, and I want to thank my fellow city council members and mayor who encouraged me to get it started and how to do it, and just being able to use our town hall and our city hall in that sort of manner. So it was successful. I would say there was about 30 people. Our mayor did attend. It was really awesome. And that's going to be a project of mine that I'm working on this coming year to hopefully incite an interim study for the next legislative session in August. And so I'm really excited about that. And thank you for the opportunity to be on this council. And I guess in fair order, Chief Patty, congratulations on your retirement. I've enjoyed, making time to come and talk to you and get to know you and the history of Warr Acres through your eyes, because you're the most involved and long-lasting person, and I really appreciate your time. And Chief Anderson, I got an email from one of my constituents that nobody ever stops at the stop signs on Northwest 47th and St. Charles. So,
Yep, that's true.
yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
So it began.
And again, thank you, everybody, just for welcoming me and this opportunity, and I hope to represent Warr Acres well. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. With that, I will close this out. Chief, thank you so much for not just the time as chief, but all the years that you've spent in the city. Whenever we had discussed his retirement, he said that he just loves the city so much and the people here, and he wanted to see the police station finished, and he wanted to see some things come to fruition. So we're very thankful that you spent the time to complete and to finish well. There's not a lot of people that finish well, and very thankful that you have. So very thankful for your friendship, the pictures with my children. I'm so glad we got to celebrate you many times, and again tonight.
Appreciate that, sir.
So thank you for the honor of serving here in this city with you.
Thank you, sir.
And Chief Coy, for everything that you're doing. Mike, man, like I say, you guys are awesome. I love it. Very thankful for all the work that you do for city engineering as well. There's so many projects and things going on in our city. We're moving forward well, I feel. And Chief Anderson, so thankful that you've agreed to step up to this plate and to serve with us. So excited, and family. Thank you, family and friends, for showing up to support my friend. So with that, I say Merry Christmas, and I'll take a motion for item number 14.
I'll motion for item number 14, adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
Steele,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Nay.
Tribby,
Nay.
Mayor.
No.
Motion approved.
Wanted it to last a little bit longer for Chief. With that, we are adjourned. All right, we'll also call into session Public Works Authority, December 19th, not at 6 p.m. Declare a quorum. Items on the consent docket may be considered for discussion. Looking for a motion for items A through D.
Make a motion to approve the consent dockets items A through D.
Second.
Myers,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
All right, and we're also gonna have a update with Amanda from SRB for just an update on the public works stuff that we have going on with the sewer project.
Yes, hello and good evening. So, I know I was here last month, we had that special meeting to talk about the sanitary sewer evaluation study and give you an update on how the wastewater master plan is coming. And so I'm here to give you another update. I was hoping it would be a little more comprehensive, but the model is being a little finicky. So I might be coming back next month to give a more thorough update. All right, so that said, I'm gonna give you an update on the master plan, then the sanitary sewer evaluation study, and then financial update. So the procedure, this is pretty much a lot of the same slides from last time, just slightly modified. So data collection, pretty much done with that. Building the dry weather model, that is now substantially complete. Just fixing some bugs in it. And then the dry weather calibration, quality control, that 10% are fixing those bugs. And then the wet weather calibration, it's come along a little bit because we got some rain, but we were hoping for more. So hopefully maybe this week we'll get what we wanted, be a nice Christmas present for us. So for the wastewater model, the geometry is complete, manholes and lines installed, everything's connected in the model, which is exciting because that's a big step when you're working in a computer model. And we got the dry weather flows installed based on the water meter records, wet weather flows are in. And so like I mentioned, unfortunately we don't have any publishable results. So debugging is needed, but we are making a lot of progress and looking forward to having some solid results. And so for a modeler, this is exciting. We can now trace any point downstream. So if you're starting here, you can know where exactly it flows. For example, if you're here in the southwest side, it goes all the way over here. So that's kind of interesting if you have a blockage or something. Hopefully this will be very useful for Mike and his guys when there are possible problems. We can also trace any point upstream. So if there's a blockage at any of these points, you can see where it affects the customers. And so then we also have some plan and profiles with flow lines so that just helps us know partly how deep it is. These aren't surveyed, unfortunately, in most locations, so we're piecing that together. The sanitary sewer evaluation study will hopefully help us with more of this. But this is we wanted to show you some of the progress on the model.
Are there plans to survey all of that? When you said they weren't surveyed, I don't know if that was.
It's not surveyed per se with the survey rod and the whole shebang. Right. We will have some informal survey with depths as part of the SSES, I believe. But it's not a formal survey per se.
So you're saying it's not required for your project or for the project?
No, it's not required. It would be very helpful, but it's not required.
Gotcha.
And so next steps with the model, we're gonna fix some line sizes, debug it. We've noticed some missing data, so we will add that in. We're gonna refine it, maybe based on some spring rains, and then prioritize specific area for repairs, and merging the model with information from the joint interceptor that you share with Bethany. And so then at the beginning of the new year, I am going to be meeting with Mike and some guys from his staff to get their input as we put together this priority list of projects and putting together that draft report and bringing it to you guys.
So when do you think you'll have that?
Realistically, February at the earliest.
Okay, something to look forward to.
Yes, yes it is. Are there any other questions about the master plan? All right. The sanitary sewer evaluation study, we discussed this last month, CCTV, cleaning, smoke testing, manhole inspections. So those manhole inspections, I believe, are supposed to start tomorrow, or possibly Thursday. Woolpert is coordinating with Mike to get that going. City staff, we've involved them. As we discussed, we have 5 iPads that have been received and programmed with the GIS software. Mike and his guys have those. They can go out and look at the manholes, help us locate where they are, because sometimes they're in backyards and hidden under things. So just finding them to help the sub move through this quickly.
Buried with dirt.
And also to communicate with the landowners so that, hey, people are gonna be in your backyards, FYI. So yeah, on that note, if you have any constituents calling like, hey, there are random people in my backyard, well, if they're from Woolpert or the city, they're supposed to be there. They're locating manholes. And we will be passing out information as they come through.
OG&E is also in the area. for
Okay.
Cutting trees.
Yeah, I got that on my door.
Yeah, good. All right, thank you, Amanda. Anything else?
I was talking to Mike, they put some chemicals in the manhole out here, and it's really helped the smell a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, and at the pump station. Yeah,
Yeah, I only smelled it one day, but I barely
Only
smelled it.
one-
Not
yeah.
like it used to be.
So
Yeah.
only one day, yeah.
Yeah.
I drive by here every day.
Did you, well, you're here every day. Do you smell it a lot, or is it, you can tell the difference?
It's not, not like it was. I
Right,
mean,
it's a lot better, yeah.
It's bad on Rockwell. It's bad on Rockwell between 50th and
That's bad.
63rd. Oh,
yeah, 63rd of a morning, you have to stop at that intersection every morning. It's like,
It's right next to
Okay.
the.
Just a
don't
couple
breathe
more
for
slides.
10
Okay,
minutes.
she's got a
'cause
couple,
you
all
have to
right,
stop.
she's got a couple more things.
I'm trying to make it quick.
You're fine.
All right, so the ARPA financials, you've now encumbered most of them, about almost 4 million. And the remaining ARPA funds, we're hoping that the city can spend those, helping us with the sanitary sewer evaluation study, getting the staff some training for manhole and pipeline inspections. Basically, that remaining money is, we're hoping the city can use that up.
Yep, we will use
Yes,
it up.
Going back to you guys. And then the OWRB application, it was approved. Loan closing is happening this month. Yeah. And so next step will be, once we're under contract, rebidding that 21-inch interceptor, hopefully in January or February, and getting that fixed. There we go.
Well, that's getting worked on. Is there gonna be like, will the residents be experiencing any issues with their toilets or sinks or anything
They
like that?
should not, no.
Okay.
There should be a bypass in place to keep things flowing smoothly.
Okay.
Pun intended.
And the bypass works?
Yes. Any other questions?
They will.
Comments?
On your previous slide, you said something about heavy cleaning will start sometime, maybe January.
Yes.
What's your definition of heavy cleaning? I mean, are they gonna pull stuff out of the sewer system, like blockages, things like that,
Yeah, there's
or whatever you find?
pretty much. So we are not contracted to do the whole system, a little less than half of it. But if there's stuff down in there, chances are it's gonna be like gravel and dirt. If any of the pipes have broken pieces might be down there. Cleaning that out of the system.
I know there's a lot of broken pieces in there because I've seen the plumbers work over our sewer lines with a hammer, and they can really do some damage. I mean,
God bless
we
him.
ought to, I think we need to put something in a newsletter saying that homeowners are not allowed to touch the city sewer line when they replace their private sewer line, because a lot of people will want rent a backhoe or a track hoe or whatever and dig down and think they're doing the right thing and saving money and replacing their sewer line, but there should be no one allowed to touch the sewer line unless the city's there to watch them and approve it.
It's in the ordinance, so if we can catch them, we're there.
Yeah, but,
Or to
That's a
tie
Mike
into
thing,
the
right?
main-
right.
That's
but-
Mike's job back there.
Mike goes out there and watches them tap into the main, and they gotta get a permit to do the city to the main, out to the main.
I'm afraid there's a lot of things that go on that
Well, they-
we're not
they can
aware of
do
sometimes.
the cop in trouble. If there's a plumber, you lose the light, and if you're not a plumber, you never see a plumber.
But there can be a lot of damage done by these do-it-yourselfers that think they're saving some money by replacing their own sewer line, but they gotta realize when they get down to the city sewer line that they're kinda overstepping their bounds. They need, somebody oversight, watch them, make sure they're doing the right thing.
I nominate Randy to oversee. I want, you're gonna be in charge of overseeing all that.
All right, well,
You just drive around all day looking for people digging the ground.
I'll oversee my backyard.
Well, but that's what it takes, though. It takes everybody, like, in the neighborhood calling, saying, hey, there's somebody out here digging, are they supposed to be digging? If
Well,
not,
you know,
then,
I don't wanna mention any names, but my neighbor rented a track hoe and started replacing the sewer line. I was just watching him to see how far he was gonna go. Luckily, he didn't go all the way out to the main sewer line. He said he got tired, so he didn't pursue the entire project all the way down to the sewer line, but there are people out there that will do it. They think they can save a buck, you know.
They're supposed to call Okie 811, utilities, it could, you know, a gas line or electric line.
Yep.
So it could
any digging.
be bad if, you know.
They should have the little tag.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That
they're
way
supposed
you
to
know
call,
they
they're required to
called.
call Okie 811, so we get an email with every Okie locate that we look at and go out to.
Good to know.
Well, okay.
Okay, well, that's all I
They're
have.
digging,
All right,
thank you very much. It was
thank
good.
you, Amanda.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month.
Yes.
All right, item number 4, discussion possible action on naming Mike Schmidt to serve on the Bethany Warr Acres Public Works Authority for 2024. I make a motion just so he can't say no. Well, he can, but that's okay.
I'll do it for 2 months.
All right,
I mean,
fine.
I got to, the problem's gonna be, like, it's gotta be somebody on the council, correct? That's what I was
Right,
talking to Pam about.
yep.
I'll do it, but if somebody else wants to be on it, just know, how long is this? 2, 3 years?
It's 1 year.
Then it rotates back?
Every year it goes back and forth.
It's only until December.
Of next year.
So you know what it is, right?
No, what was it?
Tell us
So-
newbies what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Public Works Authority Trust is what we,
Oh,
for
yes.
the waste management plan,
So we
basically.
have to-
There's another entity that Pam and myself sit on, and then if we're over at Bethany, Warr Acres has 3 seats. They're over here right now, so they have 3 seats.
It's a
So now we're-
five-member
How often do
board,
they meet?
5-member board, 2 and 2, with the third, with the 5th one rotating every other year between the cities.
Yeah.
How often do they meet?
We meet once a month unless there's an emergency.
At 7, 8?
It's not at 7, it's at
Okay.
9.
Okay, I would do it.
Is it in the morning?
You know what you can do? Is if he's appointed, you can still come to the meetings and check them out.
Yeah, I'll do that
Or
for
I
2
could
months.
nominate, or I could nominate her,
I'll do
correct?
that for
Not
2
on
months.
this agenda.
Why not? Oh, because it says my name on there?
See what goes
Yeah,
on
I'm interested.
for you.
No, I know, right?
No.
I'll shadow Mike for 2 months if we want to add that.
That's all I was suggesting, is that somebody, you know, I can only do, I'm not gonna be back on the council until the sewer stuff's done. So we got an engineer that's gonna be on the council, which is good.
Yeah, so for 2 months you
So,
can shadow.
for 2 months, yeah, I'll be on it. Just know that I'm coming off in 2 months, so it'd be good to have somebody on there.
Bethany City Hall.
Right. Is that Bethany?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll accept it if Linda decides she's gonna shadow. That's my recommendation.
Did
We'll
somebody
s-
second it?
I second all that.
I'll second it. I'll second it. As long as what?
Mayor,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Prince,
Okay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Schmidt.
Yay.
Motion approved.
All right, item number 4. Take a
wait.
motion.
Is it
Just do
5?
that.
5.
Motion for
Okay.
adjournment.
Second.
There you go.
Right.
Like, didn't we just do?
At
Yeah.
that one meeting.
I have 4.
Who
I know I'm
seconded?
not,
Do we
I
need
don't know the
Yeah, Tribby
updated
did.
numbers.
Yeah, we didn't change that one.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Myers.
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Prince, Steele,
Yay.
Morris,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay. I was looking at the wrong sheet. Yes, it was item 5. All right. Economic Development Authority meeting, December 19th. Call to order, declare quorum. If you have the items on the consent dockets, individual items may be deleted from the consent docket under item 3. Looking for a motion.
Make a motion to approve the consent dockets A and B.
Thank you.
This,
Take a second.
I second the motion.
All right.
We didn't want to hog it all.
Myers,
Yay.
Morris.
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Motion approved.
All right, item number 4.
I move for adjournment.
I second it.
All right.
I third it.
Morris,
Yay.
Myers,
Yay.
Steele,
Yay.
Douglas,
Yay.
Prince,
Yay.
Tribby,
Yay.
Schmidt,
Nay.
Mayor.
Yay.
Merry
All right.
Christmas.
We are adjourned.
Here is your pin, ma'am. Thank you.
Never had these. Are they good?